Assalamu alaikum everyone, this is Irene welcoming you all to my channel AAA Log. আমাদের কারেন্ট সিচুয়েশনের জন্য অনলাইন ক্লাস হচ্ছে খুব বেশি এবং স্টুডেন্টসরা খুব বেশি রাইটিং হোমওয়ার্ক পাচ্ছে কোভিড-19 এবং লকডাউন লাইফস্টাইলের উপরে। সো আমার আজকের ভিডিওতে আমি এটা নিয়েই আলোচনা করব। প্যারেন্টস এবং স্টুডেন্টস both are having a difficult time to answer or to complete such writing homeworks. Those are mostly based on COVID-19 and lockdown days. There's a lot of confusion about it. So in my video today, I'll talk about how you can clearly and fruitfully do your writing homeworks. Those are based on COVID-19 and lockdown days. I'll guide to solve certain examples of writing homeworks. So stay tuned, and those who have not subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel AAA Log to know more about English speaking and writing skills. Don't forget to hit the bell button. So okay, as I was saying, online classes জন্য আমাদের এখন যে কারেন্ট সিচুয়েশনটা আছে সেই জন্য অনলাইন ক্লাস খুব বেশি হচ্ছে এবং অনলাইন ক্লাস থেকে বাংলা ইংরেজি বোথ সাবজেক্ট থেকে স্টুডেন্টরা অনেক বেশি হোমওয়ার্ক রাইটিং হোমওয়ার্ক পাচ্ছে, ফ্রি রাইটিং, প্যারাগ্রাফ রাইটিং, আর্টিকেল রাইটিং, লেটার রাইটিং এটসেট্রা হোমওয়ার্ক পাচ্ছে, কিন্তু যেগুলোর মূল টপিকগুলো বেসড থাকছে কোভিড-19 অ্যান্ড লকডাউন এক্সপিরিয়েন্স অথবা আমাদের এই যে সার্কামস্ট্যান্স এটা ওভারকাম করার পরে যে ফিউচারটা আসবে এগুলোর উপর বেস করে। সো আমি আজকে কয়েকটা এক্সাম্পল হোমওয়ার্কগুলো সলভ করার ট্রাই করব যাতে করে স্টুডেন্টস অ্যান্ড প্যারেন্টস whoever is watching can understand how they can do these homeworks in a right way, because I have been hearing a lot of parents messaging me or students messaging me about how they find it very difficult because almost all topics sound similar and but obviously the answers expected has to be different. So yes, আমি প্রথম যে এক্সাম্পলটা নিয়ে আজকে ট্রাই করব আপনাদেরকে বোঝানোর যে কিভাবে আনসার করলে আপনার জন্য বাচ্চাদের জন্য ভালো হবে এবং হোমওয়ার্কটা ফ্রুটফুল হবে। সো প্রথমে আমি একটা এক্সাম্পল দিব। I always say that whenever any student gets a writing homework or writing assignment, the first step to answer that or do it correctly is to understand the question. The student must understand what he or she is expected to write about. What is the goal of their writing? The topic that they are writing about, they have to understand that, and they have to also understand that যে question করেছে তাকে উনি কি আশা করছেন, ওই যে টপিক নিয়ে সে লিখছে সেই লেখাটার ভিতরে তার গোলটা কি। They have to understand that. So the first example that I'll try to solve today is, suppose you get a question, a homework, like the most simplest one. I'll start with the most simplest one. Suppose you are given a homework to write about COVID-19. The question is simple, write about COVID-19 or what is COVID-19 or COVID-19 the disease, COVID-19 the virus, or such instructions where the main topic is basically you have to describe or explain what is COVID-19. This is the most easiest one and the most simple one. So first of all, as I said, for every writing, students must understand what is their goal, what are they asked to do, what is the question. সবসময় আমি বলি যে কোনো রাইটিং হোক, প্রথমে স্টুডেন্টকে একটা হোমওয়ার্ক সঠিকভাবে করতে হলে তাকে বুঝতে হবে কোয়েশ্চেনটা কি। সো আমার প্রথম এক্সাম্পল হচ্ছে গিয়ে, সাপোজ একটা হোমওয়ার্ক আসছে ফ্রি রাইটিং লেখার জন্য অথবা লেটার অথবা আর্টিকেল লেখার জন্য, কোভিড-19 কি অথবা কোভিড-19 ভাইরাস আউটব্রেক কি, কোভিড-19 সম্পর্কে যা জানো সেটা লিখো অথবা ডেসক্রাইব কোভিড-19টাকে বর্ণনা করো। এরকম যদি if the free writing is like this, then the students must write all the information that is there or that they have about COVID-19. They can start by what is the COVID-19? It's a virus. It is a virus. They can write all the information that they know about the virus, what category of virus it is, where it was first found in, which country did it first affect, what are the symptoms of coronavirus, what are the precautions that one can take to be safe from coronavirus, which countries has coronavirus has till now affected, how many countries has been affected, or how many people have been infected, how many people have, what is the death rate, what is the recovery rate, what is the country that you are currently in, what is that country doing to prevent the outbreak of coronavirus, what are the precautions that has been taken, or how many people have been infected in your country, the worldwide effect, and what is coronavirus, complete information of it, and what is the hope of what is the next hope of when you end a writing like, you know, what is coronavirus, or write about coronavirus. Such writing should be ended with a very positive note, because the whole information is so overwhelmingly negative and overwhelmingly scary, as I have said in my previous videos as well. Whenever you're writing a free writing or any kind of writing, your writing should always end with a positive note. If those who have already watched my previous videos on writing, you must have noticed that I have said that the ending of writing should always be positive, or something that either it should end with a positive note or something to learn about, or an advice. So even if you're writing about what is coronavirus or describe coronavirus, that free writing should also end with a positive note. So you can end your writing with a positive note that the world will overcome this, or that maybe the good things that are happening because of coronavirus, something like that, or an advice that if there is nothing humankind, because humankind are the best creation of the creator, there is nothing that humankind cannot beat once they are very determined, once they are united, and once they are once they're determined and united. So you can end with such positive notes, advices, or hope. Now, second example of homework is, I have noticed that students are also given homeworks like describe your lockdown days, or write a free writing on how you are spending your lockdown days, or how you're utilizing your lockdown days. In this writing, if the students are solving a homework on free writing based on this topic, that how you are spending your lockdown days, or how what you are doing on lockdown days, then students have to keep in mind that in this type of homework, the description of coronavirus should not be very broadened. The whole free writing should not be about coronavirus, what that is, what it is doing, what's the what's the effect it's having, what's the precaution. No, rather, because you have, as I said, you have to understand the question. The question wants to know that what you are doing in your lockdown days. So first, of course, you start by why you are under lockdown. Why is your country under lockdown? Why are you under lockdown? And then you go how you're spending your lockdown days. What are you doing now that you're not going to school, now that your parents are not going to office, now that your life is completely not normal? So how are your days, how are you passing your days? That's what the question is about. So you should write about that. You can write like how you have made a routine, maybe what do you do in the morning, what do you do in the afternoon, what do you do in the evening, how you end your day, what are the activities that you're doing in the day, what is that's keeping you sane and not bored, and anything fun that you're doing, anything new that you're learning, things like that you can end in there. And in this writing, you should end your writing with something like whether you want whether are you going to continue this lockdown routine even after your life goes back to the usual life before lockdown that was. Is there anything that will keep doing even after your school reopens, even after your life goes back to normal? Something like that, something positive, that this I never used to do, and doing this has given you a new perspective or a happiness, and you want to continue doing it for the rest of your life or something. So you want to end your writing writing of how you're spending your lockdown days, or your experience in your lockdown days, in that way. Now, another type of homework that students are getting is write a letter to your future self describing this virus outbreak or 2020 world in 2020, or write down a letter to your future self mentioning few things that you want to remember 2020 from, or write down a letter to your future self mentioning a lesson that you learned from the coronavirus outbreak. Now, all these questions have one thing in similar, and that is future self. So you are asked, the student is asked to write a letter to the future self. That means from the present, you're writing a letter from the present to maybe a future self that is 5 years ahead of you or 10 years ahead of you. So emotionally, here I will request the parents to understand this and help the students understand this. এখানে বলা হচ্ছে স্টুডেন্ট লেটার লিখবে, একটা চিঠি লিখবে তার ভবিষ্যতের নিজেকে, সে 2020 সালে কি শিখেছে, অথবা 2020 সালের ভাইরাস আউটব্রেকে কি হয়েছে, অথবা এটা একটা স্মৃতি, অথবা এটা একটা লেসন নিয়ে। সো the student has to mentally or emotionally understand that they are writing a letter to their future self from now. They are uncertain whether they will live or not after this outbreak. So that uncertainty, that fear has to be in the writing. Also, the strong hope and strong faith that they will make it out of this situation, in this pandemic, that has to also be there. They should include a learning that this is what I learned, that life is so uncertain, or maybe how we have taken things so much granted for anything, or maybe this is 2020 where we have these facilities, where we don't have a coronavirus vaccine yet, and how what exactly life is right now. They can describe that, how it is, how the life is in 2020, what facilities do we have, what technologies do we have. They can describe that, and they can also describe what they are expecting from their future if they make out of it. What are the things they will keep doing, or they will want their future self to know, to remember from the year 2020. These are the things that should be included in their letter when they're writing to their future self. And they should definitely end the letter with something like a lesson that they want to carry on. Like, imagine that it is actually 10 years ahead of you, and you found a old letter, you open it and you read it, and that after you read it, you should be able to have a good memory of 2020, or a lesson from 2020 that you still want yourself to help you. So, something like that should be included in that letter. Another type of homework that students are getting is, in your opinion, is coronavirus actually a blessing or a curse? So in that writing, basically, because of coronavirus, the environmental pollution has decreased a lot. So a lot of homeworks are coming like that write in your opinion, your own words, whether coronavirus is actually a blessing or a curse. So in that writing, the student has to have 2 points of view and has to describe 2 situations at the same time: the bad effects of coronavirus, the good effects of coronavirus. And the ending should be left to the reader. The ending should leave the judgment to the reader, whether it's a blessing or a curse. If the writing says like coronavirus, write a free writing on coronavirus, a blessing or a curse. So that the student either can give the judgment if they want to, like, yes, though people are dying, though people have died, but this is nature's way of completing a cycle, healing the earth. Or they can say that we have learned a lesson, that these many people had to die to understand that these are the good things that's happened, because now we are not going out anymore, the ozone layer is healing, the pollution has decreased, but we should if you continue this, doing all this, then more people won't have to die, and the earth will heal itself anyway. So they can end that writing with that positive note, but before that they have to start and continue. The whole body should contain the good and the bad effects of the coronavirus. So yes, I hope these are the few examples that I wanted to talk about. So I hope those who have these type of homeworks or anything similar to this, I hope this video helps you solve your homework writings. And if so, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel, AAA Log. Do share it with your friends and loved ones. And don't forget to hit the bell button. Stay tuned, stay connected, stay with the AAA Log, and stay at home. Take care. This is Airin signing off from AAA Log.